It was meant to enhance community engagement. It was meant to improve officer wellness. And in that, it takes time, but those decisions are difficult, and I stand prepared to bear, I guess, some of the pushback that comes from it.
Claims of empty station houses, skeletal patrols, officers not responding to emergency calls. All things Pittsburgh's police chief calls misinformation. Thanks for being with us tonight at KDKA News at 6. I'm Kim Gable.
I'm Ken Rice. Since redeploying Pittsburgh police staffing, Chief Larry Scirotto has heard the allegations and he denies them all.
Sitting down for the first time since ordering the changes, the chief tells KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan his reorganization is for the benefit of the public and his officers.
Chief Scirotto is pushing back on reports that his redeployments have closed station houses and left the city unprotected for stretches at a time. He says his data-driven approach is actually making the city safer. Since becoming chief 10 months ago, Scirotto has been tasked with doing more with less. With the number of officers dropping steadily over the past few years, the chief says he's employed data analytics to maximize their effectiveness.
We've been talking about this since the day they hired me. I just don't think people realize we were actually going to execute it.
The sweeping redeployment changes when officers work and how they work, now responding only to priority in-progress emergency calls like shootings and robberies, and referring non-emergencies like harassment and theft to a telephone reporting unit. Since data shows those most serious crimes occurred during the day, he shifted more officers into that time slot while decreasing those overnight. And to maximize those nighttime patrols, he's ordered desk officers to leave the station house.
From 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., there aren't desk officers. And in the past, there would have been. But I need those 6 officers out in patrol operations. So they're answering calls instead of sitting there.
The specter of empty station houses has drawn some concern, but Scirotto denies reports that as few as a dozen officers have covered the city on some nights, saying the lowest number has been more than twice that. And he says the redeployments have allowed him to create high-impact special units to focus on problems downtown and on the south side while staffing violence prevention and fugitive units.
We are doing our job to keep the city safe, the residents within it, and our officers. And to do that, you have to make informed decisions.
Like the manager of a business or a sports team, Scirotto says he's constantly reviewing the data and the analytics to see if the changes are effective and where shifts are needed. So far, he believes it's paying off. You're Moneyball, right? You're doing the best with the team you have.
And I have a great team. The officers, the men and women of this bureau do fantastic work on a day in, day out basis.
Now, the Police Bureau currently has 780 officers, far less than the 850 that are budgeted. Chief Scirotto would like more officers, but he says with these changes, he has enough to keep the city safe. Reporting in the newsroom, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.